All right, so in unexpected news, we have one of the greatest actors of all time seemingly confirming he's going to be coming to the MCU in the future, not in the immediate future, but probably maybe in 4 or 5 years or so. But we have, again, just one of the premier top actors ever to work in Hollywood confirming, seemingly, although Marvel has not commented on this, but confirming that he's coming to the MCU in a movie that also has not been officially confirmed by Marvel. So there's a lot to unpack here. I mean, not a lot in terms of quantity, but just in terms of the implications of what this means for the MCU. So, Denzel Washington, none other than Denzel Washington, who is going to be seen very soon in Gladiator 2, and by all accounts, he's amazing in Gladiator 2 because, I mean, he's amazing in everything. He's Denzel Washington. He is literally one of the greatest actors to live on this planet, and also he's a fantastic director as well. Denzel Washington, I believe doing an interview for press for Gladiator 2, said that he's planning on retiring soon. So that in itself is, it's big news. I think he's 70, almost 70. He's been at this for a long time, and he deserves to go out on whatever terms he sees fit. So Denzel Washington says he's planning on retiring soon. He laid out his whole roadmap. It seems like he has everything mapped out really well, which is interesting because he has a lot of projects that he still wants to do. I'm not going to read the exact quote. You can go check it out. But, he wants to do Othello again, and then he wants to do King Lear and all these Shakespeare projects. And then he lists a couple other things. And then amidst all of that, he somehow slips this in and doesn't give it any more thought. I guess the interviewer didn't question him on this. And he says, and also, Ryan Coogler is writing a part for me for the next Black Panther. And then he just moves on. And for us, who follow the MCU very closely, this is pretty shocking. It's kind of groundbreaking, actually. Denzel Washington is going to be in Black Panther 3 in some kind of role. Is he going to be the villain? That would be awesome if he was the villain. He has the presence to be anything he wants. He could be an advisor to, I don't know, Shuri or young T'Challa or whoever. He could be part of the family, long lost family member. He could be related to them. He could be an outsider, coming like Michael B. Jordan. Well, Michael B. Jordan was Wakandan, but, coming from America. Like, he could be any sort of character. We don't even know. He didn't give anything. But yeah, he said Ryan Coogler is writing a part specifically for him for Black Panther. Now, it's interesting because, like I said, Black Panther 3 has not been officially confirmed by Marvel, although even though the second Black Panther didn't make as much as the first Black Panther, which would have been incredibly hard. The first Black Panther made something like $1.5 billion, and the second one made like $800 million. And that makes sense because, it was coming out of the pandemic. It was still late 2022, so still I think people were hesitant to come out to the theaters. But also, obviously the elephant in the room, Chadwick Boseman, the star of Black Panther, was not in this movie, and people I think fairly had some hesitation about what is this movie even about. I think Black Panther Wakanda Forever, while not as good, is still top 10 MCU for me. I love Black Panther Wakanda Forever simply because it showed the writers and the directors going through the same grieving process that we all were for Chadwick Boseman, and even more so, and putting that into the heart of the film. I think they did it super well. So anyways, Black Panther 3 I think was a foregone conclusion. Wakanda is one of the best things that the MCU has ever done. It's amazing. I love Wakanda. I love visiting the country and seeing the technology and the culture. It's awesome. It's so cool. And so Black Panther 3 probably was going to come out. And there were even questions of, was it going to come out in phase 6? Was it going to come out before Avengers Secret Wars? It looks like, though, they're really trying to scale things down, just finish up the multiverse saga and move on. So I would assume that your Shang-Chi 2s, your Black Panther 3s are going to come out in the Mutant Saga, if that's what is going to happen in Phase 7. And maybe Spider-Man 4 and Doctor Strange 3 are going to be the only films that come out, before the end of Secret Wars. That hasn't been announced. But anyways, that's all speculation. So it looks like, based on Denzel's timeline, if you read the quote, he has a lot of projects that he still wants to do, before Black Panther 3. And by him saying that Ryan Coogler is writing a part for him, it could mean that Ryan Coogler promised to write a part for him. It could also mean Ryan Coogler is in the middle of writing Black Panther 3, which would be interesting. I know Ryan Coogler is, I think, filming or has finished filming a new film with Michael B. Jordan, I believe. Maybe, am I wrong in saying it's a vampire movie? I could be totally off on that. But anyways, Ryan Coogler, busy man, but it could mean that he is working on Black Panther 3, which still means that it wouldn't come into production for at least another year or so. And so, Black Panther 3 probably not coming out until late 2027 at the earliest, if not probably later, 2028 or 20. So it's a long ways away, but still, the idea that, Denzel Washington wants to end his career, he said that one of the Shakespeare projects is going to be his last project. So not literally end his career on Black Panther 3, but still the fact that he wants to do this, he wants to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe and be a part of the Black Panther franchise, which I think is one of the best franchises they have, is awesome. I'm so excited for this. I can't wait. I can't wait to see him in Gladiator 2. I think he's going to be just fantastic. And yeah, it just gets me more excited for whatever Black Panther 3 is going to be. So guys, are you excited now for Black Panther 3? Or maybe you were excited before. And are you excited that Denzel Washington is going to be a part of it? Let me know in the comments down below.